Hello again, my fluffy animal people. I'm Foxpresso, and welcome to another unscripted thingy, filler thingy. I don't know what you'd call this, but a bunch of other weird life stuff happened. Billy Wolf told me to talk about uwu, and it's like uwu, 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 uwu. I like uwu. Uwu is nice. I love uwu. It's just like, maybe I'm just way off the deep end. There's no salvation for me. Anyways, I figured I would go ahead and take care of a very old meme, make almost every furry convention around. Keep in mind that this list is entirely subjective, and because I do volunteer for some of these conventions, I'm not going to say which is which. The views in this video are entirely of my own and do not necessarily reflect the convention itself. Please use this for entertainment factor, and this is not a recommendation for which conventions that you should go to. So, with that out of the way, let's begin. First off, we have Anthro, New England. I've been to A&E a few times, twice, and back at the old Boston Plaza Hotel. It was right next to Boston Commons. I loved it. It was kind of fun. Really good venue, not the best hotel. I heard that its new venue was really good, and I'm so miffed that I couldn't come this year. Just because of the theme. It was trains. That would have been so cool. I'm just gonna place it on a B tier. I mean, it's okay, it's not too bad. Nothing major. Also, their social media account is really fun. Furrydelphia. I've never been to Furrydelphia before. I kind of want to go to it just because I have friends like within the area. So let's put that under wanna go. I'm assuming this right here, I totally forgot what this is. I guess this is Alamo City Furry Invasion. Never been. I don't know much about it. It's a Texas con, I guess. Not really remarkable, so never been. Nordic FuzzCon. I've heard good stuff about NFC. I'd love to go. International travel is kind of intimidating for me, even though I did go to Confuzzled couple years ago. Spoilers. I'm just gonna put it here under wanna go. Conferer. I'm assuming this is Conferer. Never been to it. Kinda curious. I really don't know much about it. Just gonna place under never been. Anthro Expo. Also never been. I just know it's in Oklahoma City. Seems pretty small. Furthermore, this was a weird one. I did mention this before in like one of my earlier videos. It was the last con I ever did before 2020 did its 2020 thing. It was okay. A very quiet con. Not quiet. It was a lot of fun. It was small. Ate a lot of McDonald's. Saw a couple of friends that I would have never seen otherwise. It's an okay con. Not something I would go out of my way for, but you know, it was okay. Let's put it under B. Okay, this next one is... Wait. Okay, so this is Alamo City Furry Invasion, and what is this one? Let me double check. Oh, Furry Peanuts. Okay. I feel bad. Well, that counts. Furry Peanuts. I am Filipino, but I haven't been to the Philippines since I was a kid. That's still never been. Alamo City Furry Invasion. That still counts. Okay. Anthro Weekend, Utah. This is another one I want to go to. These seem like a fun convention. I'm kind of surprised that it's in a Hilton Garden Inn. The fact that it's also right next to the lagoon, or at least within proximity, and it seems like they have packages there. That would be kind of cool to check out. I'm gonna put that under wanna go, and oh my god, it's dark. First Squared. I think it exists. I'm not sure. Is this the one where I'm not sure if it's Ohio or First Squared is the one that Alkali runs. That seems pretty entertaining. I'll put that down under wanna go, but I'm not sure, like, given how the size and everything, if it's worth traveling to, for me. But it's there. Stratosphere. I think that's the Houston Furry Convention. Never been there. Further Confusion. This was my very first furry convention that I've ever been to back in 2010. It was probably the best way for me to start the year. I kind of love it. It's kind of personal for me. It's very much like a chill con. I would say chill. It's chill with a nice party floor. I'm gonna put it down under A, but I mean that may just be like a sentimental value talking. Final Equinox. That's in Toronto. I was supposed to go this year, had to cancel because airfare was through the roof. Let me put that here under wanna go. Indie Furcon. I'm probably gonna get some slack for this. This has nothing to do with the con itself, and probably I guess it has a lot to do with the venue that was in up until this year. It was located in like this weird corner of Indianapolis, like on the east end, that was kind of a bit rural-ish. Nice lobby. Very dated hotel otherwise. The people I went with, probably not the best. I got ran up with an over $100 bill for breakfast. Not much really to do. It's very much a locals con. Just gonna put it down here as a C. Megaplex. Furcon in Florida. Not the best. Not sure how it's gonna work out in its newer venue, but I guess good on them. I'm just gonna leave that under a C for now. Anthrocon. The appeal of Anthrocon is more that the town celebrates the convention more than the convention itself. The convention is pretty normal. Like, it's your run-of-the-mill, you have your panels, you have the super large dealer stand, you have that fursuit parade that goes outside, and it's so much fun. Except for the fact that it takes place in the heat of summer, with all the humidity. It's fun. I would put that under A. But it's less for the con itself, and more just like how the town just changes for the con. Anthro, Ohio. I've never been. Anthro Northwest. I really hope that none of them are watching here. It's a good locals con. Good first time introduction, especially for younger furries. It is kind of a shame that this is what we have because of Rainforest. It's good for families. I love their feast on Saturday nights. I do absolutely love the venue. There are some issues with the con that I really do not agree with, as well as a lot of people don't agree with. I'm not going to get into details here publicly. It's a good con, but it's not for me. C tier. Biggest Little Furcon. Love it. It's in a resort hotel, casino resort hotel. Love the rooms. I just love the vibe. It's like probably the most relaxed convention I've ever been to, even no matter how busy it gets. Good friends, good food, stuff. They really go out there with the themes. I really can't complain. This is an S tier. Conference, never been. I really want to go to some Canadian cons sometime. Confuzzled. I went in 2018 with a couple of friends. It was an experience. Just because of how registration works, as well as hotel booking works for conventions in Europe. Definitely experience, but it's also like trying to cram like the crowd of BLFC. It's very small space. A lot of drinking, a lot of pubs, a lot of beers. It felt a little bit too crowded for me though. I'm sorry, Brits. I'm just going to put this in the D tier. Denver has probably like one of my favorite like convention setups. The convention floor is separate from the rest of the hotel. You're kind of like in your own little club. You're in the middle of the downtown, right next to the 16th Street Mall. Not too far from a Target, so you can get all your supplies there. Really good transit to get to the con. Very confusing panel layout. Really nice hotel though. I love the hotel. I've noticed that unless you have friends who are actually going and staying there, or at least you know local people, it's not the con for you. I'll put it on the C tier. Eurofurence, never been. Kinda on the fence about going to it. It seems like so much of an endeavor. I'm just gonna put it here under never been. Texas Furry Fiesta. Last time I was at Furry Fiesta was in the Hyatt. I don't know what the Sheraton is like. Again, I was supposed to go there as a backup for not being able to make Vernal Equinox, but life happened. It's a good con. It's well ran. The staff are nice. Good panel variety. Good entertainment. Downtown Dallas leaves a little bit to be desired, but I'm gonna put this under B tier. Furry, another Canadian con which I've never been to. Furlandia, I'm gonna put this lightly. I've never been to it. I've heard stories about what happens at Furlandia. I'll just put it here as never been. I may check it out just because it's more or less in my backyard. For Apocalypse, I kind of want to check this out because it's a Halloween con. Never been there. Seems cool. Furry, never been to Australia, and honestly it seems a little bit too daunting for me. But I've heard good stuff about it. Furry Migration, good venue. Very limited on the panel selection from what I've been. Very small con. It's very much geared towards locals. Past 2 times I did go, I did know a few people in Minneapolis that made it a lot of fun. And also just being in downtown Minneapolis is actually pretty cool. Checking out the Mall of America. Like Denver, I think the appeal is more for the just being able to go to Minneapolis than for the con itself. So unfortunately, it is a D tier. FWA, it is huge. This is a huge convention. Very large, very overwhelming. Strong party atmosphere. Worth a go. At least once. Very convenient food selection. Really good dances, events, panels, stuff like that. The other styling feels a little bit cramped. It is confusing trying to meet people because there's like 3 levels of a lobby to go through. I'm gonna put it under the B tier. And I know I'm gonna get some flack for that. Gateway Fur Meet, never been. Golden State Furcon, also never been, and for some reason, no matter what, airfares to LAX are extremely high whenever it happens. Why do you have to pick a con during spring break season? And also, why in the world is a convention for Southern California designed for Southern California locals right next to Los Angeles Airport? Like, is there like no other option available like within Southern California that's like a little bit more centralized? Meadows Fur Fest. This always falls along my birthday. It is big. It is overwhelmingly big. I kind of describe it as like the Walt Disney World of furry conventions just because you have to like, everything is so spread out nowadays. Like, now that they have the convention center space and the Hyatt space and then like the unofficial overflow hotels, the Hilton branded ones are actually closer to the dealer stand and everything now. It's chaotic. I am so torn, like putting it in a C or D. C. Water City Furcon. It's in the middle of nowhere, Michigan. Calm venue, very small. If it wasn't for the fact that I was going there just to see some friends, I probably wouldn't do it. I do love the sponsorship level for giving you a tap room inside the hotel. That was really nice. I was pleasantly surprised. I'm gonna put it under a B tier. New Year's Furry Ball. I've heard about this. I didn't even know it counted as a convention, but I guess according to WikiFur it does. Painted Desert Furcon. Never been. I guess I have friends in Phoenix. I could check it out. Tails and Tornadoes. I've never been to this one either. Vancouver. I was supposed to go this year. Life happened. So want to go. So here we go. Here's my tier list for furry conventions. Honestly, it was kind of a tough decision for some of these that I've been to, and I kind of feel a little bit bad ranking some above others. Maybe I was a little bit too friendly to be left C. I'm not sure. Maybe I should do this with like a couple of friends and just see what it's like cohesively. Anyways, if you have any questions, comments, hate mail, please leave a comment down below. And if you like content like this, feel free to like, subscribe, and also don't forget to join the Fox Special Coffee Club. Until next time, yap!